Yes. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning, sir.
Whether the screen is visible to everyone?
Yes,
With
sir.
full screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. So yesterday we have seen about the working process of ETP. Correct. What is ETP? What is ETP? Still you don't know what is ETP? Yes. Seema, Sakshi, Rutuja.
Effluent treatment.
Effluent treatment plant. Okay. Akash, Chavan, Dheeraj. What is ETP? See, if you are not giving responses means I will not go further. I will treat you as absent. Okay. Dheeraj, 16 roll number. Akash, Chavan.
Yes, sir.
Are you there in the class or no?
Yes, sir.
Whenever I ask any questions, you should give response, no?
Yes, sir.
How should I come to know that you are listening to my lecture or no? Sakshi,
Yes, sir.
what is ETP?
Effluent treatment plant.
Okay, so in the last class we have seen the effluent treatment plant. So in effluent treatment plant, how many levels are there? There are 4 levels.
4.
What are those? What are those?
Preliminary, primary, secondary, and tertiary.
Preliminary, primary, secondary, and
tertiary.
tertiary. Okay, these are the 4 levels. And what is the treatment mechanism? Mechanisms are, it is physical treatment, chemical treatment, and biological treatment. In the physical mechanism, which type of materials are removed? Which type of materials are removed? All the physical matters. All the physical matters. So what are the physical matters? That may be microparticle, or that may be macroparticle. Okay, macroparticle. In the chemical, all the ionic substances. In the biological treatment, it is all the organic matter. Organic matter is removed. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so again we have seen in the preliminary treatment. So directly I will come to the flow chart so that it is easy for me to explain in detail. Okay, so in this flow chart there is preliminary treatment, secondary. Okay, this is preliminary. So after preliminary there is a primary clarifier. After primary there is a secondary, and there is a tertiary, and finally disinfection. Okay, dispose. Okay, so this is a schematic diagram. Okay, line diagram. One more, there is a flow diagram. See here in the first, how the waste water is coming, from where it is coming. Waste is coming from the where? Is it from the public or is it from the industry?
Industry.
Industry waste. We are treating industry waste. Okay, so in the industry waste, it is taken into the primary treatment unit. From the primary to, it will come to the preliminary. Sorry, from the first is preliminary to primary. Okay, in the primary there is some sort of waste is generated. What is that waste is called as? That waste is called as sludge. Sludge is removed. Okay, all the macro particles are removed here. Macro particles are removed again, and some of the micro particles are also removed. Again, it is brought to the secondary treatment plant. Okay, so in the secondary treatment plant there is a aeration tank. Okay, so in this aeration tank all the organic matter is removed. Organic matter is removed by adding coagulation and flocculation. Okay, so this from the aeration tank to, it will brought to the secondary settling tank. Okay, here wastewater is here it is in motion, but here it is in stationary. Okay, stationary. So when water is in stationary, there is a waste is deposited at the bottom. So that waste is collected. So here this waste is rich in microorganisms. Okay, so this sludge is removed. Some of the sludge is return back to the aeration tank, because this is rich in microorganisms. In the aeration tank, it is rich in organic matter. Okay, so there is continuously inflow is there from the primary clarifier. Inflow water is there, so it is rich in organic matter. In order to consume this organic matter, we are recycling the sludge, because sludge is rich in microorganisms. This microorganism will consume this organic matter and forms that is sludge. Okay, that will form sludge. Again, the whatever water is there in the secondary settling tank, that is taken into the tertiary. In the tertiary, there is disinfection. Okay, in the disinfection, what is done? There is removal of the pathogenic bacteria. Okay, in the disinfection, that is from the aerobic and anaerobic matter. Okay, bacteria. From this one, disposal is done. Okay, so the waste is from the collected from the primary settling tank, from the secondary settling tank. Okay, and that is taken into the sludge drying beds. Okay, this is the flow diagram of the ETP. So one more, there is a flow diagram that will explain each and every point. Okay, wait just a minute. Yesterday I was showing that. Okay, now the PPT is it visible with full screen? Is it visible or not?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Yes, sir.
So in the preliminary treatment, okay, I will show that schematic diagram. This one you have seen, and there is a one more flow diagram. So this will give the entire flow effluent treatment plant. Okay, so now yesterday there were so many people were absent. I will just take 10 minutes in order to explain this one. Now you have to tell me, what is this one? What is this
Screening.
one? It is
Screening.
screening. Yes, good. Screening. What is the function of the screening?
Remove macro particles.
It removes macro particles. Okay. Next is, this is grid chamber. Okay. What it will do?
All grit particles.
It will remove all grit particles. All grit particles. What are grit particles?
Sand.
It may be sand. It may be pebbles. Pebbles means what? Pebbles means it is small pieces of stones. Small pieces of stones or heavy metals. Okay. All the grit particles will remove from the grit chamber. What is this oil and grease trap? It means it is called as, yes, good. Skimming tank. Okay, it is called as skimming tank. Okay, what it will do? It will remove oil and grease particles. Okay, skimming tank will remove oil and grease particles. Next, after skimming tank, it will brought to the equalization tank. So what will do in the equalization tank? Yes, the mixture will become homogeneous mixture. Okay, mixture, whatever it is coming waste material, the mixture will become homogeneous. And temperature is and what it will do? It will bring its
Decrease.
temperature, uniform temperature.
Decreases.
Okay,
Decreases.
uniform temperature. Okay, it will bring to the uniform temperature. Whatever I am writing, is it visible? Whatever I am writing, is it
Yes, sir.
visible? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So equalization tank, it will mix all the sewage waste into the homogeneous mixture, and also it will bring the uniform temperature. After equalization, your waste sewage or the waste is having maybe acidic in condition or it is in basic in condition. So that sewage is made neutral by taking them into the neutralization tank. Okay, now if your waste is in acidic condition, then what we will add to this one in order to make it
Base.
as neutral.
Base.
Okay, neutral करने के लिए we should add base. Which base we will add? Which base?
NaOH.
NaOH we will add. If your sewage wastewater is in basic condition, alkaline condition, what you will add? You will
Acid.
add
Acid.
acids. Which type of acid you will add?
H plus.
That is HCl. Okay, or H2SO4. Okay, HCl or H2SO4 you will add. Okay, so that your sewage will become neutral in the neutralization tank. Is it clear? What is the function of the neutralization tank? So our
Yes, sir.
sewage will become neutral. Okay, after neutralization tank, it is brought to the coagulation and flocculation chamber. Here there is coagulants are added. So in the here it is macroparticles are removed. Here it is microparticles are removed. Here it is homogeneous mixture is done, and even the sewage will become neutral. Now coagulants are added here. Coagulants are added. So after coagulant, there is a flocculation. It is flocculated. What is flocculation? It is constant, slowly agitation of sewage with coagulant. As a result, what will form? What will form in the flocculation tank? What will form? What is this? This is nothing but flocks. Flocks will form. So here it is continuously, it is in motion. Okay, so this sewage waste is brought to the primary settling tank. Here the wastewater is in stationary. Okay, stationary. So if the waste is in stationary, then all the flock materials will get settled at the bottom. Okay, so whatever settled sewage is there, that is brought to the that is removed to the sludge drying bed. Okay, then remaining water is brought to the biological treatment. Okay, here macroparticles are removed. Here microparticles removed. Okay, all the microparticles are removed. Next, in the biological treatment, there is a organic matter. Correct, organic matter is there. This organic matter is removed by aerobes. Which type of aerobes? That is aerobic bacteria and anaerobic bacteria. Okay, so here all the bacteria, this is nothing but aeration tank. Okay, all your bacteria will become active, and whatever organic matter is there, these bacteria will consume this organic matter and forms a sludge or biomass. You know, aerobic bacteria will form what it will form? Aerobic bacteria will form, that is carbon dioxide, water, and sludge. Okay, or you can also take it as sludge, or in anaerobic bacteria will form with the methane and biogas. Okay, it will form. So again, from the biological treatment to it will taken into the secondary settling tank. Okay, in the biological treatment, the waste is generated and is that is also taken into the sludge drying beds. Okay, and remaining water is taken into the settling tank, secondary settling tank. So in the settling tank, so already microparticles are removed. Initially, macroparticles are removed. Organic matter is removed. What is there here? Here ions are there. Correct? Ions. Okay, that ions should be removed. Okay, so that ions will be removed, and the pH will be corrected here. Okay, so all this pH will be corrected and taken into the tertiary treatment. Okay, so whatever sludge is formed, that is also removed to the sludge drying bed. So here advanced treatment is done, your tertiary treatment. If your sewage is not if it is a in the whatever prescribed IS codal provisions, Okay, sewage is having, okay, all the normal conditions, normal values, then your sewage is disposed or discharged, or it is again treated here. Okay, so this is all the your preliminary, primary and secondary and tertiary treatment is done for the sewage or your effluent. After this discharge, where it is discharged, it may be discharged or it may be reused or it may be recycled. Okay, recycled. Okay, after the effluent treatment plant. Is this clear to everyone? सभी को clear हो गया effluent
Yes,
treatment
sir.
plant?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is what I have explained in the last class, and also we will study all these each and every part components. Okay, so finally your wastewater. Okay, so this is having permissible standards after tertiary treatment plant. So wastewater is, it should be having, see, waste is having that is hazardous material. Okay, industrial waste is having hazardous. It is not possible to treat 100% pure water. Okay, your waste is having some of the component in the range varies. pH of the range will be, it is 5 to 9. Okay, if your waste is having, say, effluent is having 5.5 to 9, then also it is allowed for the disposal. Allowed for the disposal. Then what is TSS? What is TSS? Total suspended solids. Okay, TSS. Then your TSS should be, it should be less than 500 milligram per liter. Then oil and grease will be less than 10 milligram per liter. BOD should be less than 30 milligram per liter. COD should be less than 250 milligram per liter. So if your sewage is having this much permissible level, then you are allowed to disposal into the river or any water bodies. Okay, any water bodies. Okay, so this is how you have to treat the all your sewage. Okay, what is BOD?
Biological oxygen demand.
What is COD?
Chemical.
Chemical
Chemical oxygen demand and biological oxygen demand. Okay, you are studying this one in chemistry in detail. And also we have started that is waste. Okay, so whatever the thing which is unwanted or useless materials, that is called as waste. So there are, how many types of waste are there? How many types of waste is there?
9.
So types of waste: solid waste, liquid waste, gaseous waste, animal product, animal byproduct, biodegradable, chemical, commercial, biomedical, and bulky waste. So actually, basically, there is three types of waste. So first of all, solid waste. It is non-liquid, non-soluble materials ranging from municipal garbage to the industrial waste that contains complex, sometimes hazardous and substances. Okay, simple to complex materials is there in the waste. That is simple to the complex and it is hazardous materials also there. So these all are the components of the solid waste: garbage, rubbish, demolition products, sewage treatment residue. What is this sewage treatment residue? मतलब क्या है?
sludge,
Yes,
sludge.
that is sludge. Dead animal, manure, all these will come under solid waste. Okay, so in the source where the solid waste will generate, at the agricultural farm, at the fisheries, at the household, okay, at the commercial and industries. Basically, these are the three types of wastes. One is household waste, that is nothing but municipal waste. Next is the industrial waste, is hazardous waste. Third one is biomedical waste or hospital waste. These are the three waste materials. One is household waste or municipal waste. Second one is industrial waste or hazardous waste. Third one is biomedical waste. In the last class, we have seen these two, host waste. Municipal waste. So how it is generated or where it is generated. Municipal waste, solid waste consists of household waste. Okay, whatever waste which is generated in your house, that is comes under the municipal waste. Construction and demolition of debris and sanitation residue. Waste from the street. Okay, so these will come under municipal. Then with rising urbanization and a change in the lifestyle and food habits, the amount of municipal waste has been increasing rapidly and it's composting challenging. Okay, so today you are there in your village. After 10 years, the village population, is it the same? No, it is going to change. Okay, so as the population changing, urbanization is rising. As the urbanization is rising, the lifestyle of the people is going to change. Okay, and food consumption is going to change, and it will lead to the solid creation. Okay, so that will become composting is changing. So this will come under the municipal solid waste. Then is hazardous waste. What are the hazardous? Industrial and hospital waste is considered as hazardous waste or toxic substance. Hazardous waste, it is just a minute. Okay, hazardous waste could be highly toxic to the human, animals, and plant. They are corrosive in nature, highly inflammable or explosive nature. So all the waste which is coming from the hazardous industry, it is in corrosive in nature and it is highly inflammable. In industrial sector, the major generators of hazardous waste are metal or chemical paper or pesticides, dyes, rubber goods, and industry. So these all are the from the industrial sector. Direct exposure to the chemical in the hazardous waste such as mercury cyanide can be fatal. Okay, it means so whatever waste is generated in the industry, that is a very hazardous in nature. Okay, hazardous in nature. So that should not be directly exposed into the water bodies. Okay, water bodies को expose dispose नहीं करने का, water dispose. Whatever waste is generated, that should not be directly disposed, because whatever there in the living aquatic animal that will get die. Okay, so in order to avoid this aquatic animal, so we have to do the proper treatment of this waste water. Then so till now whatever I have discussed, that was discussed in the last class. Okay, as there were only few people, that's why I have just revised that one. So in this class we are going to the hospital waste. Okay, so this hospital waste is also called as biomedical waste. Okay, so biomedical waste means any waste which is generated during the diagnosis, treatment, or immunization of human beings or animals, or in research activities pertaining to the there to the in production of testing of the biological. Okay, so whatever waste which is generated in the research institute or in the diagnosis or in the clinic or in the biological treatment, so that will come under biomedical waste. Okay, so biomedical waste rules 1998, there is a some of the rules and regulations, or like your IS codes, there is a biomedical waste rules 1998. It may include waste like sharp waste, okay, that may be scissors, okay, blades and all. Pathological waste, okay, pharmaceutical waste, genotoxic waste, chemical waste, and radio waste, etc. All these waste will come under your waste or biomedical waste. Okay, so in the question paper, he may ask which one of the following is a biomedical waste. What is sharp waste, pathological waste, pharmaceutical waste, genotoxic waste, chemical waste, and radioactive waste will come under your biomedical waste, or it is hospital waste. Then what it will do? Effect of solid waste. It will affect to the health hazard. Okay, If the solid waste are not collected, okay, and allowed to the accumulate, they may create unsanitary conditions. Okay, whatever solid waste is generated in the street or in the public or in the industry or in the biomedical, that should be handled very carefully. If you are not handling, then that will create a problem to the society. This may lead to the epidemic outbreaks. Okay, that may be disease like cholera, diarrhea, dysentery, plague, jaundice, gastrointestinal diseases. Okay, may spread and this cause loss of human life. If you are not dealing this waste in the proper way, then that will. Okay. Okay. So diarrhea, so whatever, if you are not handling in a proper way, then it may lead to the many diseases. In addition to the improper handling, so improper, if you are not handling in a proper way, so of the solid waste, a health hazard or of workers who come in direct contact with the waste, okay, that will create a health hazard. So next one is environmental impact. So if you are not using in a proper way, then that will affect to the environment. If the solid wastes are not treated properly, decomposition and putrefaction may take place. What is putrefaction? That is decay of. Okay, so putrefaction means decay of the solid waste. Okay, if your solid waste is generated at the street, if you are not transferring that one, that will become decay. Okay, yeah, if it start decaying, then it will creates a nuisance smell. Okay, bad odor or bad smell. Okay, so that will create the environmental effect. Then organic solid waste during the decomposition may generate obnoxious, that is intolerable odor. So as this waste is in organic matter, if it is having organic matter, it will start decay. If it starts decaying, it will produce intolerable odor. Odor means it is smell. Okay, so finally we have seen this hazardous material or solid waste will produce two types of impact. One is on the health hazard and one more on the environmental impact. So how to minimize the waste? Okay, how to minimize the waste? So there is a waste management concept. Waste management concept. In this waste management concept, there is a 3R system. Okay, 3R system. This is important for your MCQ questions. Okay, so what is 3R means? Well, first one is reduce, reuse, and recycle. First of all, whatever waste is there, that should be reduced. Okay, so if the per every day, if it is producing 10 mld of waste, okay, 10 mld of waste, then that should be reduced first. If it is reducing, then that should be reused. Okay, whatever it is, first one is reduce karne ka, reduce. After reducing, it should be reused. Okay, reused. After reusing, again it should be recycled. Recycled. Okay, so this is 3R system. Okay, the MCQ. So which one is not the 3R system? Reduce, reuse, recycle, and retreatment. What is the answer? Which one is not a 3R? Not a 3R.
Retreatment.
Not a 3R. Okay.
Retreatment.
Reduce, reused, recycled, retreatment. Which one is not a 3R?
Retreatment.
Retreatment.
Retreatment. Okay. Or he may give. So which one is a 3R system? Okay. He may use any one of this one, and he may give another one. Okay. You should remember this one. 3R system. First, we should reduce, or he may ask arrange in a chronological order. Reduce first, reuse, and recycle. See how to reduce the waste. Disposal of waste. Okay, disposal of goods, paper plate, paper bowl, styrofoam cup, plastic spoon, roll of paper, towels, paper napkins, durable goods, ceramic plastic plate, metal spoon, glass plastic drinking cup, dish towel, okay, towel or cloth or napkin. All this will come under disposal goods. You have to first, okay, reduce, okay, this one you have to reduce this one. Whatever all these one are there, you have to reduce. After reducing, you have to do recovery. Okay, recovery. See how it is recovered. Recovery of 1 ton paper. 1 ton paper can save 17 trees. See, 1 ton paper recovery kiya to it will save 17 trees. Okay. So first one is reduce. Next one, reuse. So how to reuse? Whatever material you are used, okay, reduce किया ना first ने. So waste, if you are using, then again reuse करने का. Instead of buying a new container, new carry bags from the market, use the one which is there already in your house. Okay, whenever you are going to the market, what you will do? You will purchase one more new carry bag. Correct. Carry bag. So you, in order to buy the new carry bag, whatever there in your already purchased carry bag in your home, that you have to take it and you have to go. It means you have to reuse. Okay, ऐसे किया तो you can reduce the waste. Reuse. Don't throw away soft drink water, soft drink can, bottle cover. So some homemade papers, paint them as a pencil straw. So whatever your Pepsi, Coca-Cola water bottle is there, after drinking, okay, you should not throw it away. So you have to reuse it. How to reuse? You should make it as a, you have to do the painting over this one, and you have to use it as a pen stand. Okay, pen stand, or you can use it as pencil stand. Okay, pencil stand. Okay, pencil stands or small vases. Okay, first of all you should make a reduce, then you have to do reuse, then recycle. So use shopping bags, okay, made of cloth or jute, which can be used over and over. Okay, whatever bags are there, shopping bags, that should be made up of cloth. Okay, that should be made up of or jute, so that we can recycle that one. Okay, after that one, so this will come under how to maintain the waste. So what are 3R? Can you tell me what are 3R? Tell me.
Reduce, reuse,
Reduce first.
recycle.
Okay.
Reuse, recycle.
Reduce, reuse,
Use and
recycle. Recycle. See, which one is not a 3R? I suppose say reduce, reuse, recycle, and recover. Recover. Recovery is not a point, but it will come under the reduce and reuse. Reuse में आएगा, but you should remember these 3 points. So what we cannot recycle? So plastic we cannot recycle. Okay, so we should try to minimize the use of plastic. Okay, so there is a one waste management hierarchy. So how to manage the waste after utilizing, reducing, reusing, and recycling? How to manage this waste? So there are number of methods. So we'll see one by one. There are number of concept about waste management which vary in their usage between countries or regions. Some of the most general widely concept used. See, the handling of waste is changing from place to place, from country to country. Whatever concept in the America they are using, that may be changing from India. Whatever concept they are using in Delhi, that is changing from Maharashtra. Whatever concept or the technique they are using in Karnataka, that may be changing from the Maharashtra. Okay, from place to place, state to state, country to country, it is going to change. Okay. The waste management which vary in their usage between the countries or regions. Some of the most in general, what are the concept they are using, we will study. First one is waste hierarchy. So waste hierarchy. The waste hierarchy refers the 3R system. Okay, this is 3R. This is 3R. That is reduce, reuse, and recycle. So everywhere they are using this waste hierarchy. Okay, waste hierarchy is 3R system, which classify waste management strategies according to their desirability in terms of waste minimization. The waste hierarchy remains the cornerstone of the most waste minimization strategies. So this waste hierarchy, what is 3R system? 3R system will be the waste hierarchy remains cornerstone of the waste minimization. So in the Viva, in the oral, if anyone is asked you how you manage or minimize the waste minimization, you should tell 3R system. Okay. So how means you have to explain the 3R, that is reduce, reuse, and recycle system. The aim of waste hierarchy is to extract the maximum practical benefit from the product and to generate the minimum amount of waste. Whatever material you have product, what is the product, okay, whatever it is there, we have to take its maximum benefit, maximum benefit, okay, so that we should produce minimum waste. Okay, maximum benefit, minimum waste we should do. That is the aim of the waste hierarchy. Okay, what is the main aim of the waste hierarchy? Maximum benefit, maximum practical benefit, and minimal amount of waste. This point is very, very important. Okay, most of the time it is asked. What is the aim? Okay, aim of the waste management, waste hierarchy management, waste hierarchy management. Yes, can you tell me? What is the main aim? Maximum, maximum
Practical
utilization or
benefits.
maximum benefit, and minimum
minimum amount of
Amount of
waste.
waste.
minimum amount of waste. Okay, waste production, minimum amount of waste production. Then this is important point. See, the most favored option and least favored option. So first of all, most favored option is what? That is prevention. We should prevent the waste formulation. Whatever waste is generated, we should try to prevent that one. Okay, that is the most favored. Okay, if it is not possible to prevent, it is generating. If it is generating, we should generate it in a minimal quantity. Okay, that is the best one. So if it is a minimum, okay, if it is not possible to do the minimum, you can, whatever it is generated here, you should do reuse. You should do reuse. Okay, so after reusing, you should do recycling. After recycling, you should do energy recovery. After energy recovery, you should come to the point of disposal. Okay, whatever waste is generated here, you should not brought to the disposal point at a time. So first of all, you should try to stop this waste formation. Whatever it is generated, you should try to stop it, prevent it. If it is not possible to prevent it, then try to minimum quantity production. After minimum quantity, you should try to use it, reuse karne ka. After reusing, recycling. After recycling, recovery. After recovery, you should come at the last, you should come to the disposal. So where it is done disposal, where the waste is done disposal, either it is to the land or it is to the water, okay, or it is to the, that is water body, river and or it is to the ocean, okay, or it is the incineration. Okay, there are different methods. You will study this. Okay, so this is the most favorable and this is least favorable. So polluted pays principle. See, polluter means whatever industry, okay, they are the polluters, correct? Industry is the polluter. They will pay the principle. The polluter pays principle is the principle where polluting party pays for the impact caused to the environment. If you consider this is a sugar industry, Okay, sugar industry. Okay, so there is a norms. Okay, that is is codes that should produce whatever that is waste is generating from the industry. The waste should be as per the in your norms. Okay, as per the regulating norms. If your waste is as per the norms, then you are allowed to discharge. If your waste is having a hazardous, then you are not allowed to dispose this waste directly. You should do treatment this waste. After treating, you should transfer to the disposal. Okay, the party pays for impact caused to the environment. With respect to the waste management, this generally refers to the requirement for waste generator to the pay for appropriate disposal and unrecoverable materials. So whatever company is there or the industry is there, that should be give give whatever they are treating waste, how they are treating waste, they have to give in return. See how to do the solid waste management. See, now the waste is generated. Okay, you have done reused, recycled. Okay, and you have done recovery and all. Okay, you have reduced, reused, recycled. Afterwards, it will come to the waste. How to handle this one? How to do the disposal? Waste generate ho gaya. So how to dispose this one? Okay, there is a method. First one is storage. Whatever waste is generating, you have to store it. Okay, so first one is storage. Then what? After storing, you have to collect it. Second one is collection. Third one is after collecting, you have to transport and handling. So from the collecting place to the, you have to the transport that into the disposal system. So there you have to do recycling. How much it is possible, that is you have to do recycling. After recycling, you have to disposal and monitoring of waste materials. So these 5 steps are very important solid waste management. What are the 5 steps? Yes, repeat. First step is
storage,
storage,
storage. Second,
collection,
collection. Third,
transport and handling,
transport and handling,
transportation. Then
recycling,
recycling. Okay, and disposing. So these are the 5 steps in the solid waste management. Just a minute. Okay, these are the 5 steps in the solid waste management. Next, see, first step is storage. How to store it? Okay, after using all the materials, okay, whatever materials is there, okay, after using that should be stored in a proper storage. Okay, what are the storages? That may be galvanized steel dustbin, paper sack, public bins. Okay, this is paper sack, this is galvanized steel, and public bins. So what are public bins? Okay, in each and every corner of the street, there will be some dump yard. Okay, so here all your kitchen waste is, okay, you are putting here. So this is called as your public bins. This is galvanized steel bin. This is paper sack. So first is you have to store here. Whatever waste is there, you have to store in a particular storage. Next, collection. So after storing, you have to collect. So collection is done systematically. House to house collection and collection from the public bins. So here you have seen, okay, here, so this will be used in the offices and all. So there is a public bins. Okay, this is in the street. Okay, street में public bins रहते. Okay, so the corporation wala, municipal wala, he will come and collect a house to house. All the waste is collected, or he has collected from the public bins. Collection. After collection, waste handling and transportation. So after collection, see, this is the public one. Okay, this is the public bin. So from the public bin, it is collected in this one carrier, and it is transported to the, that is transportation, and it is waste is handled. So what he is doing? So waste handling and separation. So he will carry all the waste and he will transport and he will do a separation. All the organic matter, biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste is separated, and it involves the activities associated with the waste management until the waste is placed in the storage basin for the collection. Handling also encompasses the movement of loaded container to the point of collection. Okay, whatever it is there loaded, it is to the, this will collect it. Waste is transferred from the smaller collection vehicle to the larger transport equipment. Okay, this is the larger transport equipment. This waste, whatever it is there here in a smaller container, it is transferred to the larger container, and from this it is transferred. Then whatever it is transferred, okay, that waste is recycled. Okay, so recycling refers to the collection and refuse, collection and refuse of waste materials such as empty beverages container. See, empty beverages container means, so whatever your cool drinks bottles are there, okay, all those bottles are random, you have to refuse or you have to recycle. Recycling of the collection and refuse of waste material. The materials from which the items are made can be processed into the new product. Okay, after recycling, that should be new product you have to form it. The materials for recycling may be collected, separated from the general waste using dedicated bins. Okay, so materials for the recycling, whatever materials you are using for the recycling, that may be collected separately from the general waste using dedicated bins. Okay, this is in the recycling. It means that is transferred from one material to the another material. That is recycling. So last method is disposal. So how to dispose? Okay, first I have done the, what all I have done? I have collected first. This is storage. Okay, so first is storage is done, collection is done, transport is done, recycling is also done. So finally you have to do the dispose. How to do the dispose? Okay, storage is done, collection is done, transportation is done, and recycling is done. Finally there is a this method of disposal. So in the disposal there are different methods. So first method is dumping. Okay, dumping method. Next one is controlled tipping, or sanitary landfill. Third one is incineration. Fourth one is composting. Fifth one is manure pits. Sixth one is burial. Okay, so what are these methods? We'll see one by one. In the dumping, so you will open the pit, you will dump it. In controlled tipping sanitary landfill, you will open the pit, you will put the waste, you will put the soil, you will put the waste, you will put the soil layer. That is the sanitary landfill. Then incineration means you will collect the waste and you will burn it. You will do the burning. That is in incineration. Composting. Here you are collecting the waste. You will do the watering. You will do composting. That is organic matter is converted into composting. You will do manure pit. It means in an open land, you will collect all the waste, you will do the manure. And burial. Burial means you will take all this waste into the water bodies, deep grounded water bodies. We will see one by one. See, why we have to do disposal? Dispose क्यों करने का? Yes. Can anybody tell me why to do the disposal? Why to do the disposal of the waste? Disposal नहीं किया तो क्या होता था? Yes. Anyone? Why to do the disposal of waste? Just tell me. Anyone? Roll number 31.
Health hazardous and environment impact.
Yes. What will happen if you do not dispose that waste?
It may causes diseases.
Yes, it will cause the diseases, and it will affect to the environment. Correct. So for that reason, we have to do the disposal. See, objectives. What is main objective for the disposal? Why we have to do the disposal? So public hygiene and health. We have to maintain the public hygienic, and we have to maintain hygienic good health. So objectives: reuse, recover, and recycle. Okay, this is our main objective. Then energy generation. Okay, so in order to generate the energy, we have to do the disposal. Next, sustainable development and aesthetic condition, means beautification of the environmental. We should do that is the disposal of your waste. See, dumping. How to do the dumping? Low lying areas. If the area is very small, okay, so in that case, dumping is adopted. Low lying areas, mainly for the dry refuses. Yes, your waste is in dry condition. Okay, it is not a liquid condition. If the waste is in dry refuses, in that condition, dumping is used. Kolkata disposes by this method and reclaimed land given for the cultivation. Okay, whatever Kolkata is there, that is using dumping system, and remaining land is used for the cultivation. Unsanitary method. Okay, exposed to the flies and rodent nuisance. Okay, dispersed by the wind, pollution, pollution and surface. So this is not recommended. Dumping method is not recommended because that will cause flies and rodent. That will do nuisance. That will disperse the land, because if it is dumping, okay, it is open land. You are dumping your waste. Okay, waste. So after some point of time, it will start decaying. Okay, as it starts decaying, it will do. It will emit the some gases, and it will emit the smells, bad smells. Okay, bad smell. Okay, smell. So if there is a air is passing like this, then that is bad smell will come to the community, the public. That will do the nuisance, dispersed by the winds, pollution of the surface water. Okay, that's why it is not for used system. But if it is area is very low, then we can adopt this one. Then controlled tipping or sanitary landfilling. So here, what it will done, sanitary method or material placed in a trench, compacted with the earth and end of the working day. So first of all, this is the earth. They will do the trench. Okay, trench means there is opening of the earth, and they will put the your waste material. They will put the waste material in a trench, and they will do compact. Compact means they will do pressure. Okay, they will become compacted waste, compact water with earth at the end of the working day. So today is, that is Monday. Okay, so today morning they have started filling the waste. After the end of the day's work, they will put the soil. They will put the soil. They will compact it, and they will finish. They will not open again. Okay, that is sanitary compact controlled tipping or sanitary landfilling. The modified sanitary landfill, where compaction and covering are accomplished once or twice in a week. So initially at the end of the day, working day karte tha. Now in the modified sanitary landfill mein, at the end of once or twice in a week kar rahe. Okay, so first of all, in the working day they are opening in the initially. So after the end of the working day they are closing. So in the modified days, in the modified sanitary landfill, after the once or twice in a week they are completing this. They are burying this one. They are finishing this pit. Okay, this is in a controlled tipping sanitary landfill. Next one is three methods. So this three methods is comes under the trench method, ramp method, area method. Refuse. What is refuse means what? What is this refuse? Refuse means waste. Okay, refuse means waste. Waste is compacted on its exposed surface with excavated earth 30 centimeter. So whatever it is their ground, so in this ground they will excavate 30 centimeter. Okay, the waste is put, they will do compaction and they will finish it. That is trench method. In the ramp method, if the ground is sloping, they will do ramping method. See, in the trench method, the long trench of 6 to 10 feet deep, a long trench. See, if it is a ground, okay, if it is a ground, okay, if it is ground, they will do first, they will open, okay, so they will open a trench. Okay, this is the trench. Okay, so what is the 6 to 10 feet deep? The deep is, they will take deep is 6 to 10 feet, 6 to 10 feet deep, and 12 to 36 wide. So whatever it is wide is there, this wide is 12 to 36 feet. Refuse is compacted and covered with excavated earth. So this is done in the ground. So they will do the waste, they will compact, waste is compacted here, and after compacting, whatever the soil is removed, that soil is put and they will make level. Okay, what they will do, they are doing opening the trench. Okay, they are putting the waste, they will do compaction, afterwards they will put soil and they will make labeling. Refuse is filled up to 6 feet. Okay, and it is estimated 1 acre of land per year for 10,000 population. This point you have to remember. Okay, in a trench method, 1 acre of land per year for 10,000 people population is used. What is the population? How much is the population? Population is how much? It is 10,000.
10,000.
1 acre land, okay, per year. So ramp method. In a ramp method, if the terrain is moderately sloped, if the ground is level, trench is method is used. If the ground is sloping, then ramp method is used. Same technique. Okay, technique is same, but the thing is your trench is, it is in sloping condition. Okay, so this area method we'll take in the next class. Okay, area method we'll see in the next class. So till now, whatever we have seen, that is how to, what is solid waste, okay, how to handle the solid waste, how solid waste management is taken care of in handling the solid waste we have seen. Okay, so this area method we will take in the next class. Is it clear, everyone? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So remaining method we will see in the next class. So thank you all. We'll see in the next class. Okay, thank you all.